If you want to heal mast cell activation syndrome, you have to do it through plant-based supplements, okay? The reason is these plant-based supplements have immune modulating properties. They naturally calm down the mast cells, okay? What most people are doing is they're taking synthetic vitamins. They don't even realize what they're purchasing are actually synthetic vitamins that are made in the lab that are meant to mimic what's in nature. So these things do not attach perfectly to receptors. They do not absorb into the cells in the same manner, and they really try to trick the immune system into realizing or believing that these things are real, but in fact they're not. And when your mast cells are so hyperactive as is, and they're so hyper aware, they're going to realize that these synthetic vitamins are not the real thing. And then when you take them, initially you may get a boost because synthetic vitamins get you a little high off them, a little boost, a little something initially. But eventually what happens is they turn on you, and within a matter of a couple weeks, it could be 5 days, it could be 2 weeks, 3 weeks, but eventually your body starts reacting to these things because it starts to recognize them as a xenobiotic, okay? Xenobiotic is a foreign particle that is not naturally coming into your body, and it can tell that the vitamin D that's synthetic is not the same thing as the vitamin D that's in food, or the vitamin D that your body naturally produces, etc. So this is what I've seen over and over and over again, specifically with B vitamins, other types of vitamins themselves, even minerals. The one thing is that the one nutrient you really don't have to watch out for is the amino acids as much, but everything else, synthetic is not the way to go. It'll make you more triggered when you have mast cell activation. You have to be able to focus specifically on eliminating your dietary triggers first. If you have mast cell activation, you're more than likely having issues with something you're eating, like too much meat, because you can't break it down when you got mast cell activation. Your HCl, betaine HCl is way lower than it should be. Your digestive enzymes are impaired. Pancreatic function is typically impaired when you have mast cell activation. So this is what happens when you have chronic histamine responses over and over again. You exhaust the resources for protein breakdown. So if you're consuming too much protein, okay, you're consuming complex proteins like dairy, eggs, nuts and seeds, gluten, all those are complex proteins, then you're going to have problems with mast cell activation, okay? If you're living in a moldy house, which almost everybody is, or had a history of mold exposure, then you're going to have problems with mast cell activation, right? If you're thinking fearful thoughts, you're gonna have problems with mast cell activation. This is what I've seen over and over again. So the answer is not in synthetic supplements. The answer is first eliminating the irritants and then using plant-based supplements, things like acacia fiber for your gut to grow good bacteria, things like bee propolis to grow good bacteria and get rid of bad bacteria in your gut. Things to support liver function like arabinogalactin, things to support the boosting of certain immune cells like colostrum and beta-glucans and astragalus root, things to bind to different mycotoxins and toxins in your gut like Takesumi Supreme, the carbonized bamboo, the bentonite clay, etc. This is how you heal. You got to use plant-derived supplements because they all calm the immune system down, and they have very little toxicity, and they have very little harm that they could do, and very little that they could basically do to cause the body issues. And this is the main thing. So if you're looking to heal from mast cell activation, throw those synthetic supplements out the window after you get rid of the irritants in your diet, in your home, in your thoughts, in your actions, and you will heal. This is a condition that you can heal from completely. It is all about recognizing how your actions are affecting your symptoms first and foremost, and then one supplement at a time, all plant-based, rebuilding the gut microbiome, restoring the detoxification system, and calming down the mast cells while boosting the regulatory T cells. This is how you heal from mast cell activation. I studied this for 22 years. I went through it myself. My daughter did. I worked with plenty of clients as well that have had it. Go to my website, endsickness.org, learn a little bit more about me and how I approach things. And once again, the website's endsickness.org. Check out plenty of videos and articles on there. Take care.